Kim Jong-Un reportedly plans to visit Russia to meet with Vladimir Putin to discuss supplying weapons for the war in Ukraine. In advance of this major meeting, here's a quick rundown of their history. Despite the Russian capital city of Moscow being nearly 4,000 miles from the North Korean capital Pyongyang, the two countries actually share a border. After all, Russia is the biggest country in the world. In the far eastern side of Russia, a small stretch of land near the port city of Vladivostok meets the northeast corner of North Korea. This shared border dates back to before the Soviet Union, as Russia first took over its present-day southeastern edge in the mid-19th century. At the time, the area was simply Korea, rather than the split Korean nations of today. A brutal Japanese occupation that occurred at the start of the 20th century shifted this shared border until the end of World War II. At this time, Russian involvement with Korea became more than a border, as the Soviet Union took over the northern part of the peninsula and the United States took over the southern part after Japan's surrender. From there, North Korea's relationship with the Soviet Union deepened further. While still under Soviet occupation, its formal name became the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in 1948. Soviet leader Joseph Stalin saw the area of North Korea as important for Russian security in its eastern territory. With mentorship from Stalin, North Korean leader Kim Il-sung made North Korea communist. The Soviet and Chinese-backed North invaded the US-backed South in 1950, sparking the Korean War, which led to the present-day border between North and South Korea. After Stalin's death, however, North Korea began to align itself more with the Chinese than with the Russians. In retaliation, Stalin's successor, Nikita Khrushchev, pulled back on assistance to North Korea. As North Korea attempted to be self-sufficient, it still relied on economic aid from the Chinese and the Russians throughout the 20th century. The collapse of the Soviet Union by the early 1990s resulted in the withdrawal of even more economic aid and renegotiations surrounding North Korea's debt to the Russians. From its inception in 1948 and up to the modern day, leaders in North Korea have been basically monarchical. Leadership has been passed down from Kim Il-sung to his son, Kim Jong-il, who passed the torch to his son, Kim Jong-un. Contrary to its formal name, North Korea is not democratic. Since Vladimir Putin's election to a third term as president of Russia in 2012, talks with North Korea have entered a new phase, but Putin did not meet with Kim Jong-un until 2019. Though the meeting lasted for only a few hours, the two leaders had a champagne toast and seemed friendly, according to reports. Kim likely hoped to get economic support from Russia, given that most support was still only from China, and that the United States had long-standing economic sanctions on North Korea.
North Korea has been targeted with tougher and tougher sanctions by the US and the international community.
A key topic at Putin's meeting with Kim was the international sanctions imposed upon North Korea. The Council of Foreign Relations stated that Putin did not suggest any weakening of these sanctions, as Russia serves a significant role in the UN's decisions on the matter. Despite this, Russia has violated some of the sanction agreements by shipping North Korean coal, oil, and petroleum exports to other countries and allowing North Koreans to work in Russia. Denuclearization was another significant topic in the meeting. Putin's stance on denuclearization contrasted with the fears held by some in the United States that Putin might try to use the summit to complicate the American efforts to push North Korea to denuclearize. Instead, it seemed that Russia would prefer to eliminate the possibility for conflict so close by. Other than denuclearization, Putin had few pressing issues to take into this meeting, seeking only to perhaps re-establish Russia's role as a major player on the Korean peninsula. Perhaps the 2019 summit served only to create the appearance of a friendly relationship, because until news of the upcoming meeting emerged, it was the only recorded meeting between the two men. Time will tell what the two leaders will discuss when and if they meet in September 2023.